Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Can you tell that I'm feeling rather festive today? I recently got my hands on the Nyx Cant Wont full coverage foundation and I wanted to give you a full in-depth review of the same. This is not going to be a first impression video. I have tried this foundation out a couple of times, so I've got a nice detailed review up for you today. So I don't have any foundation on, I've just got my skincare on. I'm going to be applying this on my face. Also, I will not be applying any face primer because I usually don't apply a face primer, so I want to know how this foundation really works like on a regular day without the help of a primer or anything. Yeah, no. Anyways, let's quickly look at the packaging and everything. This packaging is very sleek. I really like it. It is made of glass, so you drop it and you're gonna break and shatter the whole thing. Now the foundation says that it lasts up to 24 hours. Now I don't know who keeps their foundation on for 24 hours. Whoever you are, you need to be taking your foundation off like max at 10-hour point, okay? It also says that it gives you a matte finish and it is full coverage, and this comes in 45 different shades, which is so exciting because even though brands started making darker shades of foundation, I've never really found my exact match. Like Fenty has 40 shades and I've never found an exact match, you know. So I feel like we brown girls especially, we are like an in-between shade. The NYX Total Control drops, when it launched last year, I was in between shade 16 and 17. This year they launched a shade 16.5, but I feel like it's too late for me to review this foundation, so I'm not going to be doing that. But I did test this out on my Instagram. Check that out if you're interested. But this foundation, now you've got all sorts of in-between shades, you've got all sorts of undertones, you've got everything, which is so exciting, but also very confusing if you decide on buying this foundation online, because there is shade 15 and then there is shade 16, then there is shade 15.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not exactly, but you get the idea, right? There is a 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.9. Another thing that I noticed is usually shade 15 would be one shade and shade 16 would be darker, shade 17 would be much darker. If there is any shade in between, they progressively get darker or lighter with number, but not with this foundation. 15.5 was darker than 15.6, 15.7 was darker, then it became lighter, then it became darker. 15.9 was very light, 16 was very dark. You have to go to a store and really swatch it on your jawline and then buy the foundation, otherwise it's gonna be really confusing. I am a 15.7. For your comparison, I am 16.5 in NYX Total Control. I'm 15.7 in the Cant Wont Stop. In Huda Beauty, I am 430N, I believe. In Fenty, I use 370. This is just not right for me. MAC, I'm somewhere in the NC45 range. This cost me 6 dinar 750 fills. It's not bad if you think about it. It contains 30 ml of product. This was 17 KD here in Kuwait, the Huda Beauty one. Total Control was just 4.5 dinar, I believe. Anyways, let's push this hair back and let's get to the application. I have to drop something in every video, right? I forgot to mention that the top lid is acrylic, so it can break, I believe, and it comes in a nice pump. I like the control of the pump. So I'm going to be using my Zoeva All Night Long Buffer brush number 104. Guys, I've said this so many times, Zoeva brushes really are the best brushes. This is what it looks like on my skin. Alright, here we go. This foundation is such a good match to my skin tone that I can't really tell where I've applied the foundation and where I haven't. It was very easy to blend out into the skin. It's got a beautiful matte dewy kind of finish. It's not one of those powder matte finishes which really accentuates your fine lines, your pores and everything. This is still giving you a little bit of skin-like sheen, as you can see. It's not like cake face, but it does give you a pretty much full coverage. Like I would give it like between medium to full coverage. It doesn't feel very cakey on my face. It feels comfortable, but it doesn't feel as light as the Total Control drops. This is also glass, so every time I pick this up, guys, I'm scared if I'll drop it or not. My hyperpigmentation is peeking out just a little bit, which is why I wouldn't give it like a 10 on 10 pigmentation or coverage like the Huda Beauty one. This is like, you don't need a concealer after you apply this one. I really like this foundation because of the shade match, how it feels on my skin, how long it lasts, and you know how the skin looks. The skin looks like skin. So I'm gonna quickly finish up the rest of my face and I shall be right back. Ta-da! And I'm back. So this is what the foundation looks like with the rest of the makeup on. So my final thoughts, guys. I love this foundation. Now I have normal combination skin, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this foundation will suit all skin types. Dry, oily, normal, combination, all sorts of skin types. If you have dry skin, you can apply a rich primer underneath this foundation and also set it off with a nice moisturizing setting spray. And if you have oily skin, you can just powder off your oily bits. I'm actually not even using any powder on my face. All the other makeup went on top of it very well. My skin looks even, smooth, and it feels like it has nothing on my skin right now. I don't feel cakey at all. My fine lines or anything is not aggravated. I give this a double thumbs up. Go ahead and get yourself the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. I bought this from the NYX store here in Avenues Phase 4. They just had 11 shades on display. This foundation comes with 45 shades. One lady, her name was Zainab. If you're watching, Zainab, thank you so much for helping me out. She said, wait a minute, I think we've got all the shades inside. So she actually went to the storeroom, found my shade. She brought all the shades from between 15.5 and 16 because they were not on display. And we sat and swatched and I got my shade 15.7. Ask for the in-between shades if it's not in display. Just don't be forced to buy the shades that are on display only. You know what I'm saying? Alright guys, so it's been 6 hours since I applied the foundation and this is what my skin looks like. It looks absolutely wonderful. There is no excess oil seepage. My skin still feels really fresh and not oily at all. There is no creasing. It doesn't look cakey. My face still looks very, very fresh. All the details of the makeup that I'm wearing today will be listed in my Instagram, so make sure to follow me there. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, guys. All the videos right down below, and I shall see you in my next one.